Welcome to Civitas Handshake. In these partner cities, experts and local authorities join forces in Handshake to design, develop and implement over 60 solutions across 13 cities on making cycling a more attractive everyday mode of transport. In their endeavors, the city partners are supported by Isinnova from Italy, who coordinates the project, Iclei from Germany, Mobile 21 from Belgium, Decisio, the Urban Cycling Institute and Velo Mondial, all three from the Netherlands. The solutions that the cities worked on may be multifaceted or interconnected, but each solution fits into one of four categories of activity that help drive the performance of successful cycling cities. My name is Pascal van der Noord from Velo Mondial, and I will be your host on this trip. Meander with me through the cities, finding out how cycling is organized, what has been achieved, and what the future will bring. Today we will visit Munich and Cadiz. With more than 1.5 million residents and an additional 360,000 commuters making their way into the city from the surrounding communities on a daily basis, Munich is the main urban center of Bavaria. Strong economic and population growth is expected over the next 10 years. Munich offers a lively urban mixture of living, working and everyday amenities, as well as leisure and recreational facilities. Topographical conditions in Munich are ideal for cycling, as the city is mostly flat. Since most of the trips are shorter than 5 kilometers, Munich is considered a city of short journeys. The main challenge for Munich is to improve the traffic safety for vulnerable groups, cyclists in particular. Furthermore, the workflow between political decision makers and the administration should be improved. In Munich, I'm in the company of Florian Paul, cycling officer for the city of Munich.
Hi, my name is Florian Paul. I'm the cycling officer or cycling coordinator for the city of Munich. And I'm currently working in the Department for Mobility in the city of Munich.
All in all, Munich was very instrumental to the other city partners with their speciality in cycling promotion. Let's find out how Munich experienced Handshake.
So now we will cycle on the brand new city cycle ring, which was just finished a couple of weeks ago. And this was all done by the bicycle referendum by the citizens of Munich and adopted by the city council, and now we built the first stretch around 800 meters of 3-meter wide cycle track. So you can now go very pleasant and easy. You can go slow, you can go fast, like on a very wide cycle track, which connects the inner city in a circle. What is coming now is the crossing over a junction, and it's in red color, but the width of this track is really a milestone in the cycling improvement in Munich. So we haven't had this before. We have a lot of cyclists here, around 8,000 to 10,000 cyclists every day, but only a very narrow bike lane. And there's a great need to improve that because of the high increasing numbers of cycling, especially before, but also during the Corona pandemic. We had a growth of 25% in cycling in Munich, so that was very much. The political support of cycling is high. It wasn't in the past, and it was always a lot of discussion about cycling projects and bicycle topics in the city council. And now we have a majority that encourages cycling and also building cycling infrastructure instead of car parking and car lanes, for example. We also had this citizen referendum for the Radentscheid, the bicycle referendum, which gave a great boost for all cycling matters in the society, within the population, but also in politics.
All in all, Munich was very instrumental to the other city partners with their speciality in cycling promotion. Let's find out how Munich experiences Handshake.
At the moment, we have around 25 million euros per year to spend on bicycle infrastructure and also for pedestrians, which is quite a lot compared to other German cities and towns, but compared to Dutch towns or cities in the Netherlands and in Denmark, it's of course not so much. And when it comes to promotion, we had a very successful image campaign in the past. It was called Radelhauptstadt, City Cycle Capital Munich. And we changed it now to München Unterwegs, which is a new brand We do a lot of events to promote cycling in the city. We do a cycle night. We have cycle safety checks all over the city. We do promotion on bicycle streets. So Munich Handshake was a great honor to be in this EU project together with Amsterdam and Copenhagen. Not because we have great infrastructure, but because we did great promoting and campaigning in the past. And we have to stop here now, sorry, because there's the office.
In the meantime, Cadiz was not sitting idly by either. The city is concerned with finding ways to change people's relationship to the private car, which is currently the main mode of transport in Cadiz, and to avoid any repercussions on other, more sustainable modes of transport, walking and public transport. Actions have been taken to remove parking lanes in order to build the bike lanes due to the lack of space in the city. The biggest challenge to join Handshake was dealing with opposition from car users, local shops and restaurant owners, leisure and commercial activities, in continuing to build the city's first kilometers of cycle lanes. Let's listen to Manolo Navarro, Handshake's coordinator for Cadiz.
My name is Manolo Navarro. I am working for the Town Hall of Cadiz. I am the leader of the Handshake group in Cadiz. In the last 7 years, we began to build our bike lanes. We did about 20 kilometers of bike lanes. Just now we have no more than 27 kilometers. Then we have made a big effort making those bike lanes in the only 7 years. We have basically all our bike lanes made. Only we have to have several more paths. But basically we have a complete net that surrounds Cadiz. And you can go everywhere by bike. So I think it's really the best way to go everywhere in Cadiz. We can also cycle in the city center, not in the pedestrian areas, because we always say that the pedestrian is the king of the street, but you can go everywhere if there is not much people. I think we have very safe bike lanes. They are all segregated from the road. Just now it looks like a pedestrian area, but it's the place that we took to the car. But this is a cyclable zone, but we have bike lanes just in the other side of the park. In the mixed zones, we mark the bike lanes like a path, but only with bottoms. This is a pedestrian area, but this is the way to say, hey, you can go over here. 2 years ago, it was a road with cars, and now it's only for pedestrians and only a few cars. This was a road with a parking lane, and now it's pedestrian, and we put the bottom in the floor and some signal.
Munich and Cadiz worked together very productively, and the skills Munich has in the field of promotion were readily accepted by Cadiz, where raising awareness and building infrastructure were at the core of their work. The wheel moves ahead in Cadiz. Munich, on the other hand, benefited a great deal from the cooperation with Amsterdam and Copenhagen, as you just heard from Florian Paul. Please join me on one of my other trips to one of the 13 partner cities involved in Civitas Handshake. And for more Handshake resources, go to the website.